Alright, so in this problem I have 2 to the power of x minus 2 to the power of y is equal to 120. So at first glance, we can already tell that 2 to the power of x is greater than 2 to the power of y, because 2 to the power of x minus 2 to the power of y is a positive number, meaning x is greater than y, because both of these have the same basis. So because we know that x is greater than y, we can say that x is equal to y plus some variable k. So now I'm going to replace x with y plus k. So now I have 2 to the power of y plus k minus 2 to the power of y is equal to 120. Now if I have something in the form a to the power of m plus n, this is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So 2 to the power of y plus k, that's going to equal 2 to the power of y times 2 to the power of k minus 2 to the power of y is equal to 120. Now if I factor out 2 to the power of y, I get 2 to the power of y times 2 to the power of k minus 1 is equal to 120. Now 120, this is the same thing as 8 times 15. And notice how we have an even number, 2 to the power of any number is even, times an odd number, because an even number minus 1 is going to be odd, is equal to an even number times an odd number, meaning these two even numbers are equal to each other and these two odd numbers are equal to each other. So we have 2 to the power of y is equal to 8, and 2 to the power of k minus 1 is equal to 15. So let's first start off by solving 2 to the power of y equals 8. Well, we obviously know that y is equal to 3, because 2 to the power of 3 is equal to 8. Now for 2 to the power of, this is actually 2 to the power of k minus 1. Negative 1 is not part of the exponent. So I'm going to start off by adding 1 on both sides. So I get 2 to the power of k is equal to 16, meaning k is equal to 4. Now, remember how we set x equals y plus k, and k is 4, y is 3, meaning x is 7. So now to check, my original equation was 2 to the power of x minus 2 to the power of y equals 120. So we know that x is 7 and y is 3. 2 to the power of 7 is 128, minus 2 to the power of 3 is 8. So I get 120 is equal to 120. Alright, so in this problem, I have 2 to the power of x minus 3 to the power of y equals 7. So I'm going to first rewrite this as 2 to the power of x minus 3 to the power of y is equal to 2 squared plus 3. Now I'm going to subtract 2 squared on both sides and add 3y on both sides. So now I have 2 to the power of x minus 2 squared is equal to 3 to the power of y plus 3. Now if I factor out 2 squared from here, I get 2 squared times 2 to the power of x minus 2 minus 1 is equal to 3 times 3 to the power of y minus 1 plus 1. Now notice how I have an even number times an odd number is equal to an odd number times an even number. Meaning I can make the two even numbers equal to each other and the two odd numbers equal to each other. So I have 2 squared is equal to 3 to the power of y minus 1 plus 1. And I also have 3 is equal to 2 to the power of x minus 2 minus 1. So to start, I have 4 is equal to 3 to the power of y minus 1 plus 1. So this is the same thing as 3 is equal to 3 to the power of y minus 1, meaning y is equal to 2. And for this, I have 3 equals 2 to the power of x minus 2 minus 1. I get 4 is equal to 2 to the power of x minus 2, meaning x is equal to 4. Now, I'm going to go ahead and check to see if these two are right. So my original equation was 2 to the power of x minus 3 to the power of y equals 7. So now we know that x equals 4, so I have 2 to the power of 4 minus 3 to the power of 2 is equal to 7. 2 to the power of 4 is 16. 3 squared is 9. 16 minus 9 is 7, so I get 7 is equal to 7. And because this is right, my solution is right. Alright, so in this problem, I have 4 to the power of 1 minus x plus 4 to the power of 1 plus x is equal to 10. So to start, if I have something of the form a to the power of m plus n, this is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So 4 to the power of 1 minus x, I can rewrite as 4 to the power of 1 times 4 to the power of negative x, and 4 to the power of 1 plus x, I can rewrite as 4 to the power of 1 times 4 to the power of x. Now, 4 times 4 to the power of negative x is the same thing as 4 over 4 to the power of x. And now, I'm going to let 4 to the power of x equal to the variable y. So now I have 4 over y plus 4y is equal to 10. Now if I multiply both sides by y, I get 4 plus 4y squared is equal to 10y. Now I can subtract 10y on both sides, so I get 4y squared minus 10y plus 4 is equal to 0. This is the same thing as 2y squared minus 5y plus 2 is equal to 0. Now I can rewrite this as 2y squared minus 4y minus y plus 2 is equal to 0. Now I'm going to factor by grouping. So 2y squared minus 4y, I'm going to factor out 2y, so I get 2y times y minus 4. And from negative y plus 2, I'm going to factor out, this is y minus 2. From here, I'm going to factor out negative 1, so I get y minus 2. Now if I factor out y minus 2, I get y minus 2 times 2y minus 1 is equal to 0, meaning y is equal to 2, and y is equal to 1/2. Now remember how we let 4 to the power of x equal to y. So I have 4 to the power of x is equal to 2, and I have 4 to the power of x is equal to 1/2. So for 4 to the power of x equals 2, x is equal to 1/2. So this is one solution of x. And for 4 to the power of x equals 1 over 2, I get 4 to the power of x is equal to 2 to the power of negative 1. And I get 2 squared to the power of x is equal to 2 to the power of negative 1. So 2 to the power of 2x is equal to 2 to the power of negative 1, meaning 2x is equal to negative 1, and x is equal to negative 1/2. So x equals 1/2 and negative 1/2.